Welcome to the Debbion Newman Project. I'm your host, Debbion, but you could call me Deb.
Oh, yes.
Let's sit down. You ready? Welcome to the Debbion Newman Project. We're sponsored by the Reggae Hub, and I'm super happy to have you here with us today.
Thanks a lot for having me.
All right, so we know RolleySoEasy from social media, YouTube to be exact. And we see the type of content you put out. But before we get into all your content, why did you decide to join YouTube?
Well, it was just a platform where I could have put my videos. I started off putting videos on Facebook, and I feel like when looking back on them, like I could have find them. So YouTube was a platform where I could have put them on it, you know? So it was just about storing the content. It was not about being a YouTuber. I just wanted to create videos and watch it back.
So at what point did you look into it and say, wait, you know, this could actually be a thing?
Probably, wow. I think when I started my vlog channel, I had my main channel, which is Troubling TV first. So I started off with my main channel, but when I started vlogging and getting, like being myself on the camera, so everything just felt natural. So at that moment, I was saying, whoa, you know, I kind of really like this thing, yeah.
Yeah. YouTube isn't new to us. YouTube been around for a while, but over, say, maybe the last 5 years or so, we see that people, let's say, we see that Jamaicans, more and more Jamaicans are joining YouTube because we've now figured out that there is a monetization access and you can learn from that. How did you find out about the earning aspect?
Well, I think it was in 2015. My friend was telling me about it when he helped me to sign it up. And like him, I say, yo, you know, so you can earn from it. And I say, no. But him still sign it up at that point. A lot of people wasn't on YouTube. Comedy was very popular. So I was doing comedy at first, you know. So at that moment, he was saying like, yo, you know, you can earn from it. And I said, I think so. And yeah, to earn from it, you had to live overseas at that time.
Yes.
No, it developed in a way where you can be out here and you can earn from it. But at that time, I just never did. Even when I found out that I could have earned on it, it was not the aim. The creating content and putting it up and making people enjoy it was the aim for me.
Tell me about your earlier content and the comedy, because RolleySoEasy wear many hats. We hear him singing in his montage. We know that he's an actor. Of course. Banana chips and all these things. So YouTube for you took it so simple, but at the same time you are still creating content, your comedy content. Tell me about that aspect of your life.
Well, in the comedy aspect, I think mommy say started from 8-year-old. Usually after church, I come home and pretend like I was a pastor, and she just said me usually act a fool and put on her ears, but she not even did understand, say, I really love when she smile, as it, I do anything for make mommy smile. So I was acting a fool just to make she smile. So when it comes down to evil comedy at first, I was standing in a supermarket and a lot of people was around me, and yo, them just want to hear more, and them laugh, and everybody keep on saying, you know, if you're on TV, you got it on TV. And like, I never see it as nothing, you see it, but I think I was working a 9 to 5 job, and the co-worker actually say, yo, just try, just try, just try. And I make a simple video. I think it had a, I not even like the video, but it was like a normal walking video, and I show him it and him laugh and him love it, and that laugh and that joy where that I saw in his face, I was like saying, yo, I really get a joy from even seeing him laugh. Someone said, all right, I'm gonna try it again. But the next attempt that I did, it was too realistic. I can say that. You see, I did a comedy. I did a comedy skit after work because that was the only time when I got the chance to make videos after work, you know. And I think it was about this badness thing, and someone was on their roof, like maintenance. I think they were fixing the AC and thing, but they saw this power wash, and it looked like a real gun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I was the person that was getting robbed, you know? So it looked like a real gun. They call, I think it was Alpha Tree, so they call the whole Alpha Tree squad. And I said, yo, sick gun. I'm gonna say, what? Have police air gun, them just woo, reach at the premises, and at that time we'll finish.
Hold on, so you were trying to create content, but then someone called the police thinking it was real.
Yeah. Someone thought it was real, like when the police got there undercover, 5 police at the gate. This was after work, so we were like taking a bath after work and thing, and my friend actually come out, like after me come out of the bathroom and go inside, my friend actually come out with him soap, and the police actually was there at the door and said, yeah. And like him stammer because of the first time I must say gun in him face and bag of things. So I must say, whoa. And like him, the police, he was dressed like in a marina, so they probably think I him that I rob the place. So them put him on the ground and them click up and you know, and like me inside of me I hear the little commotion like, yo, want you, put him on the floor. What? I hear the commotion there, and I say, I send one of my like employees out there, and I say, yo, go there, go see how. And him go there, him did in the jacket and tie, so him look appropriate. And then him come out, him say, oh, and I say, yo, yeah, I get robbed. No, you're sure? Like them, you know, police, I watch your eye movement. So if him did actually come, so my friend on the ground would I get shot.
Ooh.
You see me? So when in then I'm attired clothes, so office clothes, so it looked like same a regular person. So them actually trust him. So him say, yo, him know how him bring them inside, him show them the video, and like them watch the video and they must say, yo, lucky. Lucky, like about, I'm not exaggerate, so about probably 12 police was out there. More was coming in, you see me? And me talk about some undercover police where them really want to get promoted. So them want to make a, them, I don't want to say them want to make a dopey, but them really want to show say.
Yeah, somebody could have get dropped.
Somebody could have get dropped that. So that day there, after the police watch it, and certain police come and I think the commissioner come, him are the person who lead him watch it and him laugh and him do a little smirk like, you know, and him actually see me was the person where was getting robbed and him say, yo, you're lucky, you know.
Oh
you're
my
lucky.
God.
You see me? And him draw me aside and say, yo, Mano said this is like a somewhere tragic and it gonna make you feel like discouraged and thing, but
yes,
just remember say if your friend they get shot, everything them would have blame you. So here we have to do. If you really love this thing, don't give up. If you give up, just remember say you give up and give up on your friend who almost get shot. So at that point, I did have to take it serious. The boss did upset say police coming and place and be a drama. So who could stay after work as work done, go home. He never wants to see no video on the social media from me and a bag of things. So him kind of that try say him protect film brand because
His
we're a part of it.
establishment.
Yeah,
Right.
you see me? So basically it put me in a place where it kind of sad because I think that was my escape doing videos, you see it, making content, and at that point I just couldn't take it no more. I say I rent a car on a weekend and I rent the first car and go country and create about 4 videos. It was extraordinary. I love what I did. I make a sacrifice, save up the money, and just rent the car and go make the
Rolley?
face. Why when I make video on weekends? What
Who
me
is
can
this inquiring now? The boss?
yeah, the boss, he was really like, was not with it, you see it. I never liked the fact say where I make video where nearly damage or cost a life, you know?
Yeah.
But after that, him just did a money tight and him actually came in the room and actually tell me say, yo, we need for just delete my YouTube channel.
Oh, so you were faced with a choice at that point. Stay at the
Yeah.
job or delete your YouTube.
Yeah, because him say it was him say it now make me focus because I was a real good worker, you know. When I can't say one of the gems, very good at people at the counter. Everybody love dealing with me and everything. So he was just looking at it like say, all right, so if him move her from this, I'm gonna lose him as a worker. All right, so get rid of this. So I had to choose. I was really upset. That was the first time I really get upset. I mean, I said, what do you mean? Like, man, not even do nothing for make your work jeopardize or what? So at that moment, I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit. I made a sacrifice and I quit. Not in that meeting though, but following up.
Yeah.
But really, because day and day by it flashback in my head and I wanted to quit, but mommy I say, yo, one on coca full basket. So really did really want to move from there. So she just the kind of make doubt in my head, say, yo, what if you lose this, what you gonna do? I'm just there to make a choice. I just remember, say, yo, I want life I have, and if I go today, I'm not happy. So
Right, because you didn't live the life you wanted to.
Yeah, so I quit, and from there, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hungry days, and right.
But at least you know what being hungry is for. You know what the sacrifice is for, and at the end of the road, it is going to be worth it. Just think about where you started and where you are now. Over 90,000 subscribers. Could you even picture that at that time?
No, never. And I have 3 channels, so it's not even 19.
You have RolleySoEasy, Trouble Link, and what's the third one?
Novo Pandora. The Trouble Link is at 70,000 subscribers.
Oh wow.
And the Novo, I think it recently new, so it's at 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, go on with yourself in a whole heap of ways. But let me ask you this though. You see where your friend could have lost his life because of the content that you guys were creating at the time. You also was faced with an ultimatum from your boss. For him, it seemed like it never left his mind that, you know, something bad could have happened. How did that situation change the way you created your content moving forward?
It changing knowing that anybody around you, tell them what you're doing, if it's something that can look harmful. To me, I just always put my all into it. So probably that's why it looks so realistic. I wasn't faking it. So in that moment when we were doing it, every swing that was happening, because a lot of activities like physical touch was there. So I wanted it to look real. So I kind of tone it down, make more camera tricks, you know, make it kind of know say it's safe, and we'll do more laughing comedy, not serious. Yeah. So moving on from there, we're doing more realistic things. So yeah, it kind of changed. It kind of changed on how I look at creating content at that.
Being in the public's eye, we know that the public can be very malicious. They can be super sweet, and they also can be very malicious. What is the feedback like from the public, considering the fact that we have a lot of keyboard fingers out there? Tell me, what is the reception like?
Well, in the public eyes, it's good. Like everybody love what I do, and it's all smile when they see me in person. You see me? It's always a joy to see even a child come up to you and say, "Really so easy," and like it just bring a smile upon my face. And I can say older people are watching. I can say that for sure. But then it was a younger audience, so I can say a more mature audience I have right now. So it's always a blessing. I don't pay this negative comments any mind.
Yeah.
People express their feelings and you put things out there to people to put their input on it. So I don't really focus on it too much, but in the eyes of the public, to me, I'm normal, I'm regular, but to them, I'm just this massive, your son.
Yeah. It's not, all right, the way you're saying it to me, it sounds so easy to not pay attention to the negative comments. But in the world that we're living in now, it's all about numbers. And for the individual, if they're not getting the numbers and if they're not getting the positive comments around the clock, then the mind stray in some weird places. What would you say to people like those, especially the younger ones? Because my son is on TikTok now, and he continuously checking how many people following me, how many likes I got today, you know? What would be your words to people who focus heavily on the comments and heavily on the follow?
To me, based on my life, numbers don't define who you are. You can get a little amount of views and you're still great. You can get a lot of views and you still need improvement. So don't make the numbers fool up your head, because at the end of the day, when all of this is put away, you lack of a phone, you're still who you are. So don't make on the media define you, you know? A lot of people throw shades at you due to the fact they're really sad and they prey on the weak, you know? So if you're weak, being on the media, they see it as a joy, you know? So if you watch your numbers and watch your comments, I don't think you will focus on being who you really are, you know?
Too much attention on that could cause you to stray and not achieve the goal that you want to. Talking to you and hear how you express yourself, you sound like a very deep individual. One of these days I was home and my mother sent me a link. She said, watch your son, tell me what you think. So I said, all right, but I saw your name. So I'm like, I know him, I watch him thing, I subscribe. So she said, watch it, man. So I watch it and I saw you out in the streets with the window washers. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm doing things. So I'm saying, I'm gonna continue watching. I watched and I realized how you put yourself in the day and life of a street youth, a window washer. And you continued where at first them push you off, them never want you out there, you know. And I saw where you took one of them to the side and you had a discussion and it touched you to the point where you could see the emotions flowing from you. Why did you decide to go out there and investigate this specific thing?
I think I really love acting. So I feel like when I go in the street, I feel like I'm an undercover, trying to choose the life that the next video that I come up. I was like saying, yo, what would I feel for be a street youth? Because I was at this stoplight, you know, you're in at the taxi and them come and them say no. A taxi man that say no, and them still insist because sometimes them just want wipe instead of getting the money, you know. And he must say, him come out time taxi and say, "Want you, man?" He must say no. And I was in the taxi and I said, yo, them I got through a lot. And me I say, wonder how it would have feel for actually feel whatever I got you, you know, be going undercover and seeing what, like showing it out there, showing other people say, yo, this is not easy, and other people need to be grateful for your life, you know, the life that you live. So I was saying, all right, then so me I go be a street youth, so I get the buckle, put the soap in it, and say, all right. But at that point, when I was supposed to do the video, I think something happened. I think one of the street you got shot the week before.
Yes, right, because it was mentioned in the video too.
Yeah, so I couldn't have done it that time because the police moved them and say, yo, I can't stay right, so now harass the motorcyclist. Yeah, I'm back I think I'm gonna say, yo, what? So at one point I had to go there early. I think from 12 and bleach and wait because them have a set point, them just can't be there in the evening. So at that point, we just go and say, all right, then we know the time. So they were there and thing, and me wipe the glass and him approach me and like him I say, yo, who you? And me I say, what you mean, who me? Me I work, you see me? And him I say, what you mean? You're new. Me not want you right to come. You see me? I say, what you mean, me new? So me can't that me I work like you. So I'm not really so easy. I'm the street, you see me?
Right.
So basically, I'm not gonna act like normal, I have to act street. You see me?
Right. You put yourself in it like Z-Beg taught me method acting.
Yeah.
So you went method.
I went method and I was like saying, yo, what do you mean I can't run my friend right this, and it got physical because he was threatened by me being there and taking away his bread, you know, taking away his daily food. And like him had this rage, like him just the one fight. And I say, no, this reach quick. This reach 100, and I had to defend myself. Even if the camera was rolling. I had to defend myself and cut the camera and tell him say it was an experiment, and he was telling us that like, yo, him swear think of somebody new. Him have to respect him kinda if him allow somebody for kinda come in and do something for arm him bread or him living, it can make nobody stop one, nobody will wipe him glass. And I said, what? He was telling me about being on the street from 12-year-old, I think 9 to 12-year-old, and now having mother and father, and it's alone him live by. So the story actually touched me, and I had $2,000 in my pocket, the only $2,000, and I gave him and his friend. So he just made me know that the day that you live, you need for us to give thanks for it, you know?
Right, because he even went further to express to you that there was a man that picked him up one day and said, come do some work. And when it was time, he didn't get paid. We all know how that feels for putting in the work and then you don't get the money back. You don't get the money that you're supposed to get.
True. Yeah, you express yourself and you can feel the pain, you could hear the pain in them voice, and I just did feel like my almost breakdown come and say, yo, Jono, actually, me just apparently just say, all right, I just feel like I want to be a street youth and I get this emotion at the end of the day if no say it's not easy, you know? So I didn't look on my video as normal at that time from that point because a lot of people reach out to me say, we want helping and we want to do in life. So I was like saying, yo, I actually can change people's life.
Oh, wow. People reach out wanting to assist him.
Yeah, wanting to help him, you know? So I was like saying, yo, I can actually change him life. So I was looking at it like, yo, all right then. So I made a video. I got, like, they wanted to contribute. So I gave them his contact and everything and thing because I didn't want to be the middle person. Even though they wanted me to be the middle person, I just felt like, I say, yo, him deserve it, so deal with him, you know? But they felt respectable for no say, yo, them a deal with me and I me make them know him, you know? So I actually bring him shopping because he had about 3 kids. And it was a great video. I brought him shopping and he was so grateful for that.
I believe what you're doing is it makes a lot of sense and it seems true to you, because even though you went to do the window washer, be in the life of them, you extended yourself and you also went to the police to say, hey, you had a conversation with them too.
Yeah. The police officers were there and I was like, I wanted to get their side of the story. So I went beside of them and them say, yo, no, not today. Your time over. And I say, what you mean? I just come on the road. What you mean? They must say, your time over right now. So they were expressing that a lot of disrespect. People from in the car, I say, yo, people who are drive at the stoplight, I say, yo, I get disrespect. People are wet them up like the windscreen wiper, wet them up because them get rejected and all that. So I understand for them side, I understand like on the road or being homeless, you know. So grateful for can go undercover to see that.
I think you touch a real point when you went out there. I mean, a lot of us can relate that when you're in Jamaica and you're going through halfway tree or up New Kingston end and the window washers come out, you're annoyed because sometimes they might come up 2 or 3 times, you see them already and they're coming again. But I think we forget the fact that, listen, they're human beings just like us. They have a life. They have lives just like us. You know, and just like how we have our bread and butter, they have their bread and butter, which is being a window washer, you know. So I respected that, and keep it going. If you can find more realistic situations where you can put yourself in and change somebody's life, then why not?
Yeah, I've done a lot, but a lot of times I think watching other YouTubers overseas, I always say them got in dangerous places and everybody I say, yeah, we love this, but me being me, a lot of people in the comment section I said, no, really, you can't do this. Oh gosh, man, my heart a beat fast. I was like saying, all right, them not just look for me as a person who does the video, them look for me as really, you know? I think it's because of the vlog, so them know me personally. So them know certain thing I'm gonna like. So I think vlogging have a lot to do with it also, because I even was I did a bus driver, I think a conductor, and it got physical also. So they were like saying, yo, really, and if you just stop the bag of thing. But to me, I just the rush. I really love the rush. I have a thing with the rush.
Yeah, but not just the rush, you have a way with people as well. And I feel like you probably get some therapy just being around people, making people smile, understanding other people. That is what I get when I watch your videos. But on a lighter note, there's a prank that you did on, let me remember his name, Iandra's boyfriend. Razor Blade. Where you and Iandra was in the room locked up together, sir.
Yeah.
You're never afraid.
No. Whenever, I actually did afraid, and then I say, all right, then remember I say I love the rush. So the rush actually give me a little happy feeling, you know. So it's kind of weird, but it was a good prank. We had a prank war at that moment, you know. I think it pranked me about my little sister. I really love my little sister. So I feel like they bring it too far, and then I just feel like say I had to push it to the limit. So I had a prank war called No Limit. So yeah. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
Right. I mean, we subscribe to so many different YouTube channels. We love the laugh, the laughter. We love to be entertained, but we also like to see some of the more sensitive things as well. How do you think, in your own words, when it comes up to creating your content, how do you feel you separate yourself from the pool of Jamaican YouTubers?
I just do what my heart tell me. I just do my best. I always want to put out the best foot forward, and I'm just in competition with myself. So if I do this last week, I do this yesterday, I really want to do a better thing today. So it's always the best foot forward, you know. I can say I'm uniquely special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Being out there on YouTube, consistency is key. And you have to keep on putting out content out there. How do you find yourself going and not, falling back to say, yo, this took up a lot of time in a star? How you find a push that you just keep on going? Because if you disappear, then the views disappear, the people disappear.
True, and YouTube is very tricky. I think we can say every 3 months your subscribers die. I'm not sure, but a lot of times, you see a lot of people with numbers and they're not getting the amount of views that the subscriber is eating equal. So it's all about consistency. So what kind of pushed me? Sure, I don't really want to say it, but at a younger stage, I've always been driven, but in the past, I can't say that, isn't me?
Really?
Yeah, I have a mindset where sometimes I lay down in, like when I was telling you about the 95, what kind of pushed me to let it go is like a message. I don't know. It was like a voice in my head, like it was saying, yo, all right, so it was like a vision. I can't say it's a vision because I saw myself in a bed and I'm all strapped down or with things in my hand and vein, and you can't say I was on a hospital. Is it I had a vision? So I was on a hospital bed, and a lot of dreams and aspiration, things what I wanted to do was around me, and they were like saying, yo, oh, you never create me. Oh, you never make me live. And it did actually scare. So I can say that kind of pushed me thinking about death and saying, all right, suppose my job tomorrow, what am I going to be remembered for, you know? So I can say that. And I always see myself on this mountain top. So I'm trying my best to reach there, is it? So I'm not yet there. Yeah.
Wow. I never heard anybody put stuff into context the way you're doing it right now in terms of YouTube and why you keep going. So kudos to you. I hear everything that you're saying and I actually feel it. The thing about this show is that it's my first season, and so far I've had people on that make me cry. People would give me what? I spoke to Suspense. She was from the Magnum Kings and Queens competition, and she has a new song that relates to everything that's happening right now in Jamaica with our women. And trust me, Rolley, when she started to sing and she got into it and she talking about the abuse, the this, the that, the whatever, I couldn't hold back my tears. You understand? Hearing you speak, the way you put things together made me feel like, you know what? This is somebody I can talk to on and on and on and on. You understand? So I love that everyone that comes on give me a different energy. And I understand what you're saying from the aspect of when I was working on TV. I used to work about Fluid Choice Top 10 chart show. I felt that I was working for somebody and I was under directives. But I can't take directives. I can't handle directives when your mind is telling you to go for it and do your own thing.
True.
Understand? So to hear you put it into context, it connects, you know?
Oh yeah, it kind of brings you back to that place. Yeah.
It brings me back to that place. And me being in control, I can sit here and I can reason with you instead of having a paper in my hand and asking you, so Rolley, okay, so
okay, we can have free. Yeah.
Where I can be free, I can be myself. You understand? Not being in a position to be yourself, a lot of times you feel like you're imprisoned.
you're right about that. I can agree with that also.
Right. So you feeling so free, you're not locked down by any boss or whatever. I think that is why your content is so good.
Yeah, you're right. But I think the bad thing about me, I do things on my own time, and I'm trying to improve from that, you know. So I feel like say, all right, then I have that for the but all right, I'm waiting for the time to do it, you know. So because I'm like a perfectionist, so I think we need to come up with a little zone there, and that's what I'm telling you. It's all about improvement. It's all about me being the better person, you know. So it's that.
All right. So Rolley, for the past couple of days, my husband and I have been watching the content that you're putting out, and you're expressing yourself about how you feel about what's happening right now with you and your spouse. We can relate to that in a lot of ways because I have a newborn who is only 3 months, and my experience was very, very rough. It was a rough pregnancy. And my husband was the one who ensured that I stayed afloat and make sure that both of us was healthy. I had gestational diabetes and I also have fibroids. I did not know that a fibroid could push itself outside of your uterus. So I'm just going about my regular day and got knocked down by pain, like crippled by pain, like not being able to move, not being able to walk. And this happened to me all because I was pregnant. My hormone levels was through the roof. I had to be on insulin for months just to keep myself healthy and to keep the baby alive. I want you to express to me what you're feeling right now, knowing the situation as to what's going on with your spouse and how is it that you're helping her to get through this at this point.
Well, I can say I'm having a lot of mixed feelings, you know. It's not easy. When I said easy, some people probably say, oh, I'm really angry good. But when the light is off, it's rough, you know. When you're around no one, it can tell you that you're in a dark place, you see. So I have to try my best to stay positive. And I can say I'm always a strong one in my family. But at times, people keep on telling me, like, Mummy always tell me, I just can't save the world. And I think that's one of my downfall. I always try to save the world. I always try to be the tower of strength for everybody. But when it comes down to my feeling, I put it away. At this point, it's so hard to put away my feelings. Even on camera, I can put it away because I don't know. It's a method of calming down. When the camera is on, I feel myself. But when it's off, like it's back to Rolanda and reality, like it hit you hard, you know? So when it comes down to Eva, my girlfriend, she really not taking it well, you know, and we're trying our best to move on from that or even go through it together, you know. On a female point of view, I cannot say what she's going through, is it? Because I'm a male, I can say what I'm going through, but on the outside looking in, it's not easy, is it? It's not easy for say, for hear some 2, 3 o'clock, hear crying or sobbing, you know, because it's something that you are so happy with, you know, and I think I can't even say the reaction of me being happy that we actually was supposed like having one, you know, and then this happened. So we're kind of taking it one step at a time.
Right. Losing any loved one is always hard. Your life is a little bit different because you live your life in the public's eye. Many may be asking, why not put on the camera? What would you say to that?
I said it before. I was I was doing a video and I was like saying like, yo, the camera actually made me feel sane. Like when we really look at the camera, nothing else exists, you know, until it's down. It's still in the back of my head, but it's like it reminds me of why I'm doing this. As it just reminds me of the old side of me being happier, being in front of the camera, calming down. So for those who are saying why not put on the camera, you have never been in the situation, or even if you're been, even if you're in the situation, you're not me, so you don't know what it feels like to when you take up the camera, actually talk to it. Feel like you're in the mirror talking to yourself, you know. So it's a coping method for me, you know.
Right. When it first happened, I was like, you know, maybe this is maybe because it was being presented like something happened. But we, the public, we have no clue as to what was going on. So I'm like, I'm a sign off. I think he's trying to trick us, you know, but yeah. But when I realized that when one of your videos ended and it rolled into Trish's video, I'm like, why is she crying? What's going on? Because we still don't know yet. And then I watched her video. I'm like, oh my God, it's something is actually going on, you know. So I'm sorry to hear about that. And you are doing the right thing, because in life we all have a way of coping, and some of us, we don't know how to tap into that little thing that help us to get through. My pregnancy was difficult, as I said. If it wasn't for my husband, the two of us probably wouldn't be here today. So what I'm trying to say to you is, even though it's confusing, you have to stay firm, and you have to be there for her in every single way possible. If it even comes down to giving her a flipping bath, that's what it comes down to. Because at this point, even though she's not talking as much, she knows you're there and she wants you to be there. You understand? This is not her pushing you away. You know, I can speak from a woman's perspective, and having my partner, I want my partner there. Even when I'm taking the insulin, I'm like, as some old people think this, my grew up to my grandparents, I take insulin. Why am I taking insulin? You know, it put me in a depressive state. Like, I'm so young. What may I take insulin for? So when you see her close off, stay near, you know. And what you can also do too is do some research. You guys know your situation way more than the public, but do some research from now. So you see, once you start come around again, you can be like, you know, it seemed like we're in a better place now. Are you ready to have a conversation? This is the information I came up with. So should you guys decide to try again, then you know the steps to take.
Yeah.
You understand? And just stay firm. You know, I saw how you panicked yesterday when you couldn't find her.
Yeah, it's rough, and it's all about, to me it's like a mixed feeling. So today is good, tomorrow is bad. I don't know why. I can't, sometimes I question it. Is it me? Eva, last night I was asking her, is it me, because we got a chance for Eva exchange a few words. I was like saying, yo, today all right, but tomorrow, like, I'm fear for tomorrow, isn't it? Like, and then she explained, and I'm gonna say, today can be good due to the fact that her mind is not on it, and she's trying her best to take her mind off of it. But tomorrow she can go on her phone and she see somebody say Google Gaga, you know, and it tear her down. So I have to accept that. I have to understand that she's going through it. But it's just like, it's not easy, isn't it? So I'm grateful for the pointers that you just gave. So I'm just gonna apply to what I'm going through right now.
In life, we all know this one thing. Nothing in life is easy. Never is. You understand? It's just how we deal with it as individuals. So we're here and we're rooting for you guys. And with time, things are going to get better. This show, was created and is being produced by myself and my husband. Watching you guys' content, we decided that we wanted to do something nice for Trish. Yes. So what we're thinking about is for you, Rolley, to go and book a spa day for her, just to take her mind off of everything that's happening. So this is all courtesy of the Reggae Hub and the Debbion Newman Project.
Was spotted for you?
Yes.
Yo, that sounds awesome. That really sounds relaxing.
Relaxing, and she deserves it.
Yeah, for real. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks a lot for that. Yo.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, it helps when other people can relate. May I tell you, 9 months of pregnancy, and it is something that is highly stressful. And her being in this position to lose what she was expecting to, you know what I mean? It's a lot. And we believe that if she, just take a day to herself, just go relax, listen to some Zen music, get your massage, and hopefully, may last 2 days, may last 1 day that she's feeling like herself again, but at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm still hoping for the days to go back normal, but as I said before, take it one step at a time. I'm very grateful for that because I've never thought of that, like giving her like a spot. Probably because she not even come out of the room or come out of the house. The one time she came out, I didn't know where she went, so I'm grateful for that. Thanks to you and your husband and Reggae Hub. Thanks a lot. Grateful for that.
I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to support each other, Sometimes that's all we really need, a little bit of support. But on a lighter side, give me 5 words to describe who RolleySoEasy is.
Passionate, driven, uniquely creative, and the last one's supposed to be hard, fun. Whoa. I can say greatness. It's all about greatness for me, being great.
All right, Rolley. I am going to sign out. Thank you for being here with me. We appreciate it. And we're looking forward to more content. And just give Trish our love.
Yes, thank you for this interview. And it's a blessing to be here. Definitely, I can understand that you've been through it, and I can say that you're very strong. And you should be very proud to where you're at right now.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we'll definitely be in touch. All right. So one love and take care of yourself.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Now that you guys have watched another conversation from the Debbion Newman Project, it's time for you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Catch you on the next episode.